Okay.
That'd be the intro. Is you just talking about the collapsing?
Please don't say it started already.
Today's
Stop.
episode
No.
is
Here,
about
cut.
Hey, cut.
Everyone, shut up. Shush.
Go.
All right, welcome back to the Mutually Assured Destruction podcast. I'm
We
Josh.
did it. I'm Sharif.
Hi,
And today
I'm
we
Matt.
have. I'm supposed to introduce you, Asha.
Something always goes wrong.
We're off to a great start. Okay, this is our Q&A special today. We had you guys send in a bunch of questions to us, either anonymously or not. The first question that we want to answer, though.
You did it.
Yeah, we did it.
We did it. People asked.
All right.
We love to see it.
Where's the question? Who is the best pig representation in
Hey,
media?
hold on. That one wasn't Anna. That one was sent in by Serena. Thanks, Serena, for your 20 questions.
All right.
We'll try to get through as many Serena ones as we can.
Who is the
Yes.
best pig representation in media? I'd like to go first and answer this. Serena, you gave us 4 options to pick from. I don't like any of them because my answer is Tucker Carlson.
Oh, we're going there already.
We're going there already.
You not wrong.
See,
Okay.
I'll raise you one better with Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Still
Are you
a
calling
pig?
him a pig?
He's part of the system. He technically is a mall cop per se. However, he's got like a tad bit of whole
No,
to him.
but here's the thing.
No,
As a
I get
mall
it.
cop, he's probably gotten more training than an actual cop.
Which is the sad thing, which is why he's my favorite pig representative, because again, he's still part of that union, but he's still just doing his best on his little freaking what is it called? A Vespa?
Segway?
No.
A
Yeah,
Segway.
Vest. Fucking Italian Paul Blart just zooming around at the Italian mall.
Hey, it's me, Paul Blart, it's me, the Babidi. I'm on my Vespa.
Okay, Asha, just hold on. Should we explain how we know Asha?
Oh wait, yeah, Asha.
She's just
Okay.
on here. We're so used to talking to her that we didn't even think to introduce her. We're just like, oh, it's Asha again.
I'm
Okay,
so, I'm
like,
so
Sharif,
sorry.
Asha, you
Um,
say how you know both of us.
Well, it was quite a lot of unfortunate events, unfortunate
All of them.
mishappenings. Yeah, I met
A
Sharif.
series of unfortunate events.
Exactly. Sans Jim Carrey.
Not copyrighted.
Exactly. No, I met Sharif in high school theater.
Hey.
I was a very annoying cast member. Sharif was one of the more toned down crew members.
Which is crazy to say nowadays, but
Yeah, we had some
This is
like
pre-beard Sharif. It was very different.
you're one of the few people that remembers pre-beard Sharif.
Oh God, yeah. I'm part of the Get Sharif to Prom era where
Oh God,
We ran a
We never even
campaign.
went over that.
no, that's a story for another time. But no, so I met Sharif in high school. Unfortunately, it was the worst of times. And then Josh's ex was one of my friends for a decade too long.
One of your best friends.
Unfortunately, listen, we all make mistakes. You kissed her, I didn't. So,
Ooh, ow.
That we know of.
Oh,
I mean,
I can't prove you didn't kiss her. You can't prove I kissed her.
guys, help! I'm scared.
well, I've been to at least 2 PCNs that say otherwise, but that's just me.
Are there pictures? Is there documentation of this?
Ooh, we're getting. This is supposed to be a Q&A, but now we're just getting spicy.
We're
things are getting criminal in the sort.
just roasting the hell out of each other. Who hates your ex more, me or you? Like that's just like a competition now.
I was vibing the whole time. Like bad things were happening, and I was just chilling in the background. I'm like, oh, it's whatever.
I occasionally pulled you in.
Yeah, but I'm a good swimmer. I was like, I'm out of here.
I feel
Gone.
I think that's a good segue into this next question, though, Sharif. What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
cool.
Oh man, I don't know.
I mean,
alright,
you already talked about all of your ghost stories from your
There's
old house.
yeah, those are kind of normal. Like at this point, though, like. I
But
don't know
at
how
first,
to
it had to have been like scary as shit the first few times.
All right, yeah. There's scary. Like my house is kind of haunted,
Kind of.
kind of. Like it's nothing. It's not like in movies. We were talking about this the other day, to where you were like, Oh, I don't understand why in movies when people like have a haunted house, why they don't just leave. And then you're like, you see me and I put so much effort into my house. I'm like, this ghost is gonna get evicted before we do. So
It's like you get
I'm
the
not.
roommates, you know?
But so it's a thing like it's like the ghost is or whatever it is in our house isn't enough for me to like do anything about it. But there's definitely been some times where like I open my garage door and I go to turn on the lights and our back hallway light, which connects the garage, starts flickering, and then there's like a shadow man on the stairway leading towards the basement, and
Yummy.
then the lights turn on and it's gone, and I'm like, one of those nights, huh?
I like how that's just so normal for you. You're like, hey, back again? Cool.
Yeah.
Sharif,
I don't know.
I feel like
It's
you
like, oh, I haven't seen you in a minute. I thought you were dead.
Pretty much. I don't have like a fear reaction. Like there's never been times where I'm like, oh my god, like never
Yeah.
been time where I'm just sometimes like, oh, that was unpleasant.
Sharif,
I
I
think-
feel like
oh.
I feel like you living with the ghost is like the worst let's play of Phasmophobia. It's just like you walk into your basement and it's like that one meme where it's like, what up, ghosties? It's your boy. I got some
It's your
chickens.
boy.
Y'all want some eggs? Like, let's go.
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like if there's one person that I know of who's okay with being haunted, it's probably me because it just doesn't matter to me. Like I feel like most people in my situation be like, "Oh, someone please help," and I'm just like, it's a shadow. He comes and he goes, and he doesn't do anything, and he's just hanging out. He gives me a good old jump.
I
every
wouldn't
now
say
and then.
it's scary from the things
No.
you've described it as. It's more just creepy. Like he's just kind of watching you. Like kind of
It's just
creepy,
like-
dude. It's really
Yeah.
creepy. You're just gonna stare at me from a distance at the end of the hallway.
I mean,
It's just a thing of like it wasn't a twist I expected in my life. Like, I didn't expect to move
I mean,
to a new house.
You didn't
I was
expect to
like,
move to a farm. Let's be honest.
No, yeah,
No.
that. But it was also a thing of like I didn't expect to get there and then be like, oh, this is something I gotta deal with now. I was just like, man, I'm gonna work hard on repairing this place and I'm gonna raise chickens. The ghost was just a weird bonus.
You know what else you probably didn't expect?
Huh?
Making a podcast with me.
Making a podcast, you moving the box. Yeah, it's all
Still being friends with
unexpected.
Asha.
it's the worst
Still being
decision.
friends.
It really is the worst decision. Both of those decisions are tied for number one.
See, we
Alright.
we were in theater together, but like where I knew you from most was like hanging out in the front hallway after school, like that staircase.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. I was one of those kids. I was one of those kids where my parents would like wait until 7 p.m. to come and pick me up, and like teachers would be leaving the building and being like, "Are you good? Do we need to call?"
No, but I'd be
somebody?"
there every now and then, so I was like, "Hey, Asha, we just hang out."
Oh yeah, we would talk
It was
about
fun.
too much. God, what were we even those days? So many things. have
Yeah,
happened
guys,
since
I
then.
remember those days. I was definitely there and involved in your
They were-
lives.
Yeah.
I entirely remember those as struggle days for sure.
Oh god,
like those days were like I don't know why, but being in high school in John Glenn is like I don't care about saying the name of the
Yeah.
place. Is like it was just the most for like even on a good day, it just felt like a struggle for some reason. Just being in Glenn.
Oh yeah, I
it
was
was
one of
John
the
Glenn.
fucking-
Let's be honest. Like,
I was.
Yeah,
I was one of.
I never went there, but like you said
You
last
know it.
week, like you said on last week's episode, Sharif, it'd be weird if I didn't go to your reunion now.
no, absolutely. You're definitely known to most of the people from my graduating class.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be you, me, Sharif, and
Pretty much.
I'm so
I got
down.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna blur her last name because I don't know if she wants to be mentioned.
oh yeah. Ooh, sorry, Amanda.
No,
my
it's
bad.
what I.
Can't do that.
It's whatever.
Especially since she's
yeah,
working at the school. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's. Well, we gotta like blur that whole line.
Just beep out the first and last
Just
name
beep
now.
every-
No one's
I'll
gonna
just-
know. No
How about I
one's
do a
gonna know.
stuttering beep? Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, first and last name.
Yeah.
Gone.
The audio
Sorry,
listeners are like,
sorry. You will not be mentioned in this podcast.
audio listeners are like, damn, why are they swearing so much? Oh my gosh.
Asha, okay, back to the question at hand though. What was the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
All right. Do we want like funny moment or like serious moment?
You pick.
Okay, so a serious moment. Back when I was a teacher, what was it? It was
Oh, I know exactly where the story's going.
It's like half funny, half like, oh god. But no, I was a teacher. I was a long-term sub in the district that we all grew up in. We all, as in Sharif and I. Sorry, Josh, sucks to suck.
Hey.
Um,
Goodbye.
but
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't grow up in Westland. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
That's
I'm glad you
yeah.
got that private school, Jesus school education.
Oh, get
Sorry,
rich
we
shaved.
couldn't all go to an all boys school. But no, I was teaching and I had to like leave what was it? Thursday I was gone because I had a doctor's appointment. I come back that next day. I had a very rowdy class of kids. They just were not good listeners whatsoever. Even normal season teachers were like, "What the fuck is this? Like what is going on?" Too many 12-year-olds. Anyway, so one of
Gross.
my kids got angry and punched out the glass next to my door. So like that was like kind of an open entry into my class.
Whoa.
It's Friday. It's the freaking day before spring break. We've got 20 minutes left until dismissal. And then the PA goes off and it's like, all right, insert school name here. All of you need to go ahead and get asserted for a lockdown. We need you to close your blinds, lock your doors, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, why are we having a drill right now? That's so weird. So I texted my co-op teacher, who was also my second and third grade teacher when I was growing up. And I was like, "Hey, lockdown? Why? That's weird." She texted back something along the lines of like, "I need you to put your phone away and try to keep the kids as calm as possible." And I was like,
Ooh.
"Okay, all right."
Damn.
This is.
That's living in America, my
I
dude.
said my butt cheeks are a little extra clenched than what they were 20 minutes ago. All right. So I got all my kids into my little office area because the teacher that I was subbing for luckily just took away all of her stuff, I think, that week. Like the office was crammed and it was just completely empty now. So I got all my kids in there. And of course they're messing around. Of course they're, just being rowdy. Again, these kids were just relentless. And I was like, hey everyone, like I need you all to calm down. I need you guys to stop talking, please. This is a lockdown, blah blah blah, whatever. Because I'm thinking like this is a drill, right? Like this is a drill, right? So anyway, I I think like 5 minutes goes by, and the PA goes off again, and it's one of the secretaries, panicked as fuck, just saying, attention all, insert school name here, staff and students, we need you all to stay off of your phones now. We need the phone lines open for emergency personnel immediately. Stay off of all of your
Whoa.
electronics. And I was like, holy shit. Like,
It's just
this.
a
Whoa.
very realistic drill, Asha. Come on.
Oh yeah.
You're not wrong. But I was like,
They're
damn.
all hired actors.
Also, is this like 2004? Why are the phone lines bogged down? That shouldn't be an issue.
No,
A mobile call nowadays requires so little data, and we have such a bolstered system.
I
Like
mean,
that's such a '90s problem.
it's an office setting of a school system. B, you saw where we grew up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
We had slow internet.
our district was not going bougie with the new fucking iPhones in the main office for no damn reason. Like, it's just not happening. But
was
Yeah.
everyone playing at like rotary phones or something to text their parents?
I
we still
I had my fax machine up and running.
It's like pull it out when class ends. Mom, come pick me up.
You'll pick me up.
I
I'm
leave the
scared.
closeted area to go to my 2001 Dell desktop computer in my classroom to send my father an email saying, "Hey, love you. This might be the last message you ever get from me." No, but
Jeez.
genuinely, like we were in the closet. I pulled out my phone real quick. I texted my dad, "Real lockdown. Don't know what's happening. I love you and mom," because I didn't know what was going to happen. I, as an adult, because at the time I was only 21 or 22 when I was teaching. I was 21 when I was teaching. So like these kids are like 12 or 13. I'm 21. They all think that I'm 30 and that I have my shit
so
together.
it's just a room full of kids, essentially.
Essentially, yes. And so I'm trying to get everyone to chill out. Of course they're laughing like, haha, Fortnite, hee hee, big chungus, aha,
Bro, that's
fart
me.
noise. Like,
are you sure you were teaching me?
It's just a class of me and Sharif. No one else.
exactly.
Yeah.
But no, so essentially that was like the really scariest part, and then the scary part of that part two is I thought I was going to lose my job because they wouldn't stop talking, they wouldn't stop messing around. I was at the last resort because that broken glass that I told you about that was next to my classroom door, you could easily, any outsider, if there was somebody who was in the building, which luckily there was nobody in the building, but at that time it was a real like alarm, But if there was somebody in the building, they could just reach through the hole where my kid went fucking sicko mode and open the door from the inside. And so these kids are still like just messing around. And after so many warnings, after threats of write-ups, suspensions, whatever, I finally, like, after a few minutes, was like, all right, I need you all to shut the fuck up right now. And they looked at me like, oh, our teacher just said the F word. Oh God, okay.
An adult moment.
And as much as I did,
How old are these kids again?
like 12 or 13.
Bro, I would have beat their ass. Like, can I say that? I would have.
See, that's why you're never gonna be a teacher.
No, don't put me in a room with kids.
This is why you should never have kids, Sharif.
No, like, I'm the second oldest of 9 siblings, but the reason we all get along is because they mature as hell. Like, I can sit down with my 8-year-old brothers.
Yeah, it's because you're the one that raised them.
Yeah, but
if you deal with someone else's kids, I guarantee you will punt them across the building.
Dude, I don't mess with kids. I'll wring your skinny little neck. I won't give you a chance to grow up, little kid. You can join the babies.
What was that one tweet I sent you about the person singing? I could easily debate 600,000 dead babies.
Oh yeah, I can.
They wouldn't stand a chance.
That's pretty much me, dude. I'll take on 60 kids at once. That's no issue.
See, like
I can do that.
Like, I've never been in a fist fight before in my entire life, which upsets me because I feel like I've got the power. But that day could have been the day. Like, that day could have been the day of the start of the rest of my life, which would be prison for assault, but whatever.
Yeah.
Jesus. Hey, Sharif, that reminds me of another question I just thought of that I want to ask now.
Oh, okay, we're turning it to our own Q&A. Go on.
Would you rather fight 10 6-year-olds, 2 30-year-olds, or 1 60-year-old?
1 6-year-old? I would take the kids just because of my genuine disinterest of kids. Like, I like the 60-year-old would be the easiest move by far. I'd just like kick him in the hip and it's over. It'd collapse like a Jenga tower. Like, he'd get folded. But these kids,
dude, there's some ripped 60-year-olds.
Oh, like Beach Grandpa from when we went camping up north?
Yeah.
Like Beach Grandpa. That dude was jacked for no reason.
No, dude, all I'm saying is, like, 60 years old isn't even old anymore.
Hear me out. Has anybody seen pictures of fucking Chris Maloney lately? The dude from SUV, double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. Somebody Google him.
Yeah, I have no clue who you were talking about.
I know who you're talking about, but I have not seen pictures of him.
I don't. Yeah, you lost me. I don't know the reference.
He's the 60-year-old beefed up beat cake with like Nicki Minaj has nothing on him. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's ridiculous. Pictures got released of like the latest like footage being like filmed for I think SVU or like whatever the hell he's in, and it looks like he's got pillows in his pants. Like, I'm not even kidding.
You know what? I changed my answer. I want to fight this dude. No thick dudes allowed. This is my domain.
No thickies, only me.
Yeah. No, but I'd fold those 6-year-olds. I'd do it for fun. You wouldn't have to.
All I'm saying is you just pick one of them up and wail on the other 9 with the one.
Yeah, but kids are made of rubber. That's not gonna do anything. Like, you gotta.
No, but dude, if you hit it just right and you bonk the heads together, they're out.
Yeah,
they are out,
bro. Why did head injuries hurt so much as a kid? Like, if you fell down on the playground, it felt like a concussion grenade.
Soft. Your skull was soft until you're older.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's that soft spot.
Oh, it's a soft
spot. You don't understand that joke. No one listening understands that joke. Only Sharif and I understand that joke.
I don't think we fully understand. We understand the joke, but I don't think we understand it. What a mess of a joke.
I'm so sorry.
I like this question. An anonymous person asks one. Oh, no, wait. You never shared your scariest time, Josh.
I don't think I have one.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
It was called your 2.5-year relationship with insert person's name here.
No, because the one I was thinking of, I don't even remember it because I was too young at the time. I think we were flying back from Singapore with my family. And
yeah, your dad told me about that.
Yeah, one of the plane engines caught on fire, and we had to make an emergency landing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave gave me a little more detail than that. I can tell you later, but there's some.
Yeah.
There's some stuff he said. All right.
Wait, no, I'm curious. Tell me now. Say it.
No, we can't say it on here.
Why?
Hey, hard to cut. I was like, Dave.
Wait, he did tell me that.
Yeah, no, okay, he told you that.
I forgot about that.
I was like, Dave, you can't be saying things like that.
Dave said panic? No, violent.
No, violent. Okay, that's it. We're cutting it on that. Hey, hard cut back in.
Okay, welcome back. Now that I know that, that's cool. Yeah.
I thought that was a funny story.
No, but dude, speaking about that, like, there are so many stories that over the summer I found out about my dad. That you remember, like, when we were in the car driving up north camping, that he was just telling us in the car, like, I don't know if I should be saying them because if my mom ever finds this, and he was like, "Don't tell your mother I told you any of these."
That's that, Josh, you remember when I had this. I feel like there's just a certain age where your dad gets comfortable talking around you about stuff that he did in the past. Because that's how I found out my dad had a whole life before us.
Yeah, like all of his not weird jobs, all of his cool jobs.
Yeah, he spent like a few summers digging wells in the middle of in the desert. He was a rescue diver. He did like
I can't picture your dad. The man built like a literal cinder block.
Yeah, he probably sank to the bottom. They probably put extra floaties on him just so he remained at neutral buoyancy.
Was I talking to you? I feel like you were the one telling me about it, but I feel like I heard it come from your dad just the way you described it. Was when you said your dad told you about what happens to people when they drop too low and they can't get their buoyancy.
That was him.
Back.
Yeah. There's a certain point to where the natural density of your body doesn't outweigh the water pressure, and instead of your body naturally floating up, you remain at neutral buoyancy, and if you start going even further down, you naturally start to sink. So you have to, once you reach a certain water pressure level, you have to try to swim back up. And it gets to a point where if you're deep diving and you reach a certain pressure, there's no way you have enough power to swim back up because the water pressure and gravitational forces of everything on top of you literally makes it so you're like walking on land. So, and there's videos of divers who've dove too deep and you just see them like slowly sinking down until they reach the floor. And that's when it's scary because the ocean floor is mostly bare when it comes to being near shorelines. So if you have no like direction on where you are, you just pick a direction and you start walking, and either you'll be walking deeper into the ocean or towards land, but it's like a 50-50 shot, or you'll just be walking parallel to land and never make it on shore. Like the chances that you make it back if you hit the bottom of the ocean floor are like 0.
Oh,
Asha, your face right now is
that is frightening. I'm lucky that I
bet
have...
that's their scariest moment.
Yeah. That I wanted to do diving for a while, but my dad swayed me away from it because he's like, watch these 80 videos about the dangers of diving. Like there's you can't see water currents, so you can have like an 80-mile-an-hour suction current coming from a vent, and you won't know until you're like right up against the vent, and it'll literally fold you in half and suck you in. Like,
oh, you showed me the videos of the crab.
Yeah,
it literally just disappeared in it.
Yeah, there's this video. There's this video of a pressurized gas line, and there was a crab walking on it, and it reached a point to where there was a crack on the gas line, and there was a camera monitoring this crack, and you just see the crab walking, and this goes, thoop, and the whole crab, hard shell crab, gets sucked into this little like 1-inch wide crack. Crazy.
Oh my god, the ocean is
like in a split second, it disappears, but you can still see it like fold in half.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Jesus, the ocean crazy. Said slorp.
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
I like this question. One law goes into place that creates an ideal society. What is it?
Ban Sharif and Josh from having a podcast.
That's true, but I have an answer that I've been thinking of for the longest time, and every time it happens, I'm like, we could fix this problem so easily. We should make it to where when an Amber Alert goes off, we should have government issued bats, and every adult, like 20 years and older, should be required to grab their bat and just stand at the curb in front of their house. And it's like, oh, there's the white Toyota, and you just start beating on it. It's like, could you imagine kidnapping a kid and an Amber Alert goes out with your car description?
The neighborhood goes after you?
No, everyone in the area. Like, if you get the Amber Alert, you have 2 minutes to get outside with your baseball bat.
Yeah, like they're all standing on the front lawn. and then
Yeah.
you're driving through the neighborhood, that whole neighborhood is after you now.
Yeah, your car description's there. Could you imagine, like,
Imagine if
being
you had the
guy
same
who
car, a very similar license plate, and
I'd park it. If I got the Amber Alert, I'd just park and walk. I'd be like, not today.
I don't
Could
have
you
a car
imagine-
anymore.
Just join.
I would say, could you imagine being the kidnapper, driving, getting the Amber Alert, just seeing everyone walking out of their house with baseball bats, and like, oh no. Like, eventually, you just be pinging the car as it's going. Eventually, you'd break the car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and at that point, with how many dings it's gonna have in it, no one's gonna lose sight of that car.
Yeah.
No.
I just think that would be really funny. And I would totally
But
do it. Like,
imagine if you're the kid like in the trunk and all you're hearing is bang, bang, bang.
you'd be like Bat Patrol's out, dude. They must have put Amber Alert out for
No,
me.
but what if you're too young to know what it is?
It's like, damn, am I dead? Am I in hell? Like, what is going on out
don't
there?
know.
I'm scared.
I think that'd be a really funny society. Like, it's punishable by law not to go outside if you have an Amber Alert.
Dude, I'd be
like-
so down for that. I support that. I was thinking something more along the lines like it's illegal to ego lift because I hate people that do that at the gym so much.
Oh, well, you mean like lifting more than you can?
No, people that like purposefully just show off in front of people and like try to load up more weights or put on fake weights or like, inject oil to make themselves look bigger.
Me at Planet Fitness switching from the 3-pound weights to the 5-pound weights to
Yeah, that's
the
illegal,
ladies.
Asha. Stop that.
That's what's
Hey guys,
so
look at me.
nice.
I'm lifting 5 pounds now.
See, that's what's so nice about having my work gym is everyone I work with is like 50 plus.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who uses that gym. Whatever I set the weights to, I come back the next day and it's all set to that mark on all the machines. And I don't have to worry about like trying to impress anyone. I'm just like, I know that this is my lift. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right.
So my gym right now, I don't have an issue with that. But when I was going to like Lifetime Fitness and like all these other big Globo gyms, I hated so many people there that were like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sharif, the
I don't know.
50-year-olds are
Also,
actually
another
just
thing
getting
with the
swole
gym-
behind your back. Like, they're just... What?
Were you
What?
saying, Asha?
I was saying, Sharif, the 50-year-olds that you work with are actually just all getting swole as hell behind your back so they can fist fight you in the parking lot eventually. They're like waiting for you to slip
No,
up
just
and be
the
like, all
security
right.
guard that keeps telling you to stop winking at him.
I'll fool the 50-year-old. I don't care. I'm very confident in my ability to hit things hard. That's like, if you need to know one thing about me, that's it. Like, even if I can't, I'll look at someone and be like, I could take you on.
Oh, yeah.
Chief, another law that I would like to put in place, and
Go for it.
you wouldn't think this would need to be a law, but in my time at Lifetime Fitness, I have found that so many people do not understand this basic concept of the toilet is for shitting, not the showers, not the sinks, not the floor, not the wall,
Not the urinal.
not the locker,
Did I ever tell
the
you?
toilet.
Did I ever tell you about Abdul's like first month at McDonald's?
Oh God.
I think I did by your reaction. When I
I know
my
where
first-
this is going. I don't think you told me though.
When my first job, I worked at McDonald's, and my older brother got me the job, but he worked there like a year and a half before I did, and he was telling me about his first, it was like his first month there, and since he was a new guy, people who use like if you use a McDonald's bathroom, you have like no fear of God. Like
You
I don't know how else to put it.
If you've used a McDonald's bathroom, you've already defeated the coronavirus. Like, you're good to go. It's
you're immune
Moderna,
to anything.
Pfizer. It's Moderna, Pfizer,
If you've
J&J.
used the McDonald's bathroom, you don't need to know what's in the COVID virus.
How do you, Josh?
Or
What
the
do
COVID
you
vaccine.
think they put in the serum? It's these people's DNA. They can defeat anything. But
It's the next step in human evolution.
yeah. So people who use those bathrooms, they don't have any idea where their body's situated. They must have like a lopsided butthole or something. I don't know how
Yeah.
else to explain
Yeah,
it.
I've seen Lifetime
But-
has had some very
Yeah.
Whoa,
Scary.
It's like
what's wrong with the lopsided butthole? Whoa, guys, wait a minute.
it's like the
There's
toilets.
nothing wrong with it, but it's like when you sit down, you're gonna have to re-angle it, but these people don't.
Okay, yes.
It just goes straight back.
Yeah.
It just goes straight back.
Yeah. The toilets at McDonald's are always pristinely clean because the customers hit anything but the toilet. Like, it's the cleanest thing in that bathroom. So someone shit all over the wall one day, and the managers were like, all right, Abdul, you're new. You got to go clean it up. And he's like, I'll do a sign up for this. And they're like, get in there. So they didn't tell him how to clean it up. So he went in with a mop and started mopping the walls. And he didn't know that this was the lobby mop. So he's like, whatever. He put the mop back, and the next person who used it, that McDonald's smelled like shit for like 3 weeks.
Oh
and they're
my
like, man, why does it smell horrible every time we mop? So if you ever walked into that McDonald's and it smelled like shit, you should know why.
Did I
remember
ever?
there was one time. So when I was working at Lifetime, I did the evening and night shifts, and there was 2 guys and 1 girl on that shift usually. And so the one girl, whatever happens in the women's locker room, she's the one that has to deal with it. And this is this girl's first day.
Oh no.
And someone's like, hey, can you send someone into the locker room? I think there's an issue in one of the stalls. I'm like, yeah, okay. We're like, hey, go check it out. She's like, okay.
No.
Like 2 minutes pass by. We hear her over the walkie. She's like crying. She's like, guys, I don't know what to do. And we're like, wait, what's wrong? What happened? Like, there's shit everywhere.
No.
we had to talk her through it. We're like, okay, you're gonna go into the closet in the back of the locker room, grab a bucket, all the disinfectant you can find, some bacterial digestant. I don't know what chloroform, whatever the fuck we have back there.
Chloroform?
I don't know.
What are you gonna find the
If it
perpetrator
gets
and
too
make
bad,
them
just
pass
knock
out?
yourself out.
See, the nice thing at Lifetime though was that if people had at least some decency to like waffle stomp it when they're in the shower, that made my job easier because I can't do anything about that at that point unless I'm taking apart the whole shower. So I just shut all the showers down, and that's one less thing for me to clean for the day.
Why aren't janitors equipped with power washers?
That's a question.
I feel like that's
we
a
didn't
smart move.
have one at Lifetime, but we had a long ass hose that we would run from like the pool deck into the locker rooms, and at night we would spray everything down.
I'd like to think that that return filter just goes straight back into the pool.
Oh.
Whatever you hose out just drains into the pool. My dad had a Lifetime fitness membership for like 8 years, and I never got to go to the pool because every time a little kid shit in there.
Yep,
was
they
protecting
drain
you.
it. It is so often.
Why? Every time.
Yep.
More often than not. There'd
Yep.
be some little kid. I'll fold a little kid right now. Put one in front of me. I dare you.
Did I
I dare you.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time? I'll give my answer in a moment, but did I ever tell you guys about the time where I was working at a child's party place as a host, and we were finishing up one of the parties?
Was it Chuck E. Cheese?
No, it was not. It's closed down. Well, it's a closed down business, so I guess I could say it, but it was fantastic. And it was like a Chuck E. Cheese, but for like young toddlers. So,
This already sounds like a horrible idea.
we were finishing up a party, and sometimes accidents happen with kids, whatever. I was in the party room where like the cake and dinner thing happens, and like I was like cleaning up and whatnot to get ready for the next party. And this full-grown adult, this man had to have been like, I don't know, 44, 45, walks up to me with a nice little smile on his face. And he's like, "Hey." And I said, "Hi, sir, how can I help you?" in my like bullshit customer service voice.
Right,
And
I
he
get
was
it.
like, You might want to check the men's room. There's something in there." And I said, "Oh, okay, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that." So I walk into the men's room, and I shit you not, no pun intended, there is just this dookie in the urinal. This dookie in the urinal.
How? That's
And the
impressive.
thing is that like pissed me off the most about this. This was not a child-sized shit.
That was his. That was his.
This was
That was
not
his.
a child-sized
That dude got a
shit.
fetish. That's his fetish. He wants you to know.
I hated it. Speaking of children,
See, exactly. That's why I'm saying this needs to be a law. That it shouldn't need to be, but it should be. It
Yes.
needs to be.
It needs to be.
Shit
yeah.
in the toilet,
yes.
Yeah.
please.
Yeah. Punishable.
Speaking of children, no kids under the age of 10 are allowed in restaurants. Just saying.
Are they
I'm
not?
down with that.
Oh, I
I'm down
thought
with that.
I didn't realize that was your answer, and I thought that was a real thing, and I was about to be so happy.
No kids under. I just want to go. Back in the days when I used to drink. Hi, everyone listening. I'm a recovering alcoholic. Nice to meet you. But back when I used to drink,
Hi, recovering alcoholic. I'm Josh.
I used to want to go to Applebee's or the like local, just your shitty Red Robins. And I would want to get margaritas and have my sad little platter of appetizers and get sloshed and pretend like there was nothing wrong with my life. But I couldn't do that because I got the little freaking 7-year-old baseball team screaming over their pizza party and their 20 for 20 appetizers at Applebee's or whatever the hell. Did they even serve pizza at Applebee's? I don't even know.
I don't know.
You know what? I'm not completely for like, no kids at restaurants, because when I was a kid, I like going to restaurants, but I was always quiet. I was never really loud. Here's my idea. No kids after 6 p.m. allowed in restaurants.
Make it 4. You got a deal.
4 p.m.
Oh,
all right.
Like you know what?
A restaurant curfew for children.
It's like when you go to B-dubs and you get carded after like 9 p.m. Are you at least 21? No. Where's your parent? Gotta leave.
You know what?
Or like Fairlane. Can't go to the mall after 9 o'clock unless you're 18.
That's nice. I'm gonna make one exception.
Is it nice? Is Fairlane nice, Sharif?
It's nice that you don't have to deal with like rotten teenagers.
Yeah,
That's
but the fact that they have to ID you to go to the mall.
Yeah, that's weird. No, I'm okay with that though, because no one would ever in their right mind ID me. Like no one has ever considered me being below the age of 30. Like it's just not possible. But I'm making one exception to my Sharif hates kids rule, and that's kids with confidence. I think kids with confidence are really cool.
If this kid, like a kid walks up to you, like I could beat you up. You're like, damn kid, you probably.
I'm like, yeah, I respect that. Like I was walking down the hallway of my apartment the other day, and a little kid was with his dad checking their mailbox, and the dad was just like kind of like quietly doing his thing, not paying attention to me. And you could just tell the dad was like sick of this kid talking to people. Like he didn't even care at this point. And the kid's like, hey, how you doing, man? I'm like, me? Do you know who you're talking to? He was like 6. And I was like, I'm doing all right. How about you? He's like, not bad. He's like,
you know what kid this reminds me of, Sharif?
Huh?
Yeah, a certain kid we met when we were camping.
Oh, Jaden. Was it Aiden. Yeah. God, we'll talk about Aiden in a second. He's 4, dude.
Like, that's crazy.
We'll talk about it in a second. But this kid, I was like, hey, I'm doing all right. He's like, I like your beard. I was like, who is this little kid? I'm like, thanks. And he's like, yeah, no problem. And I left. He's like, all right, I'll see you around, bud. I'm like, I got called bud by a 6-year-old. What's happening? This kid's cool as hell. I want him to mentor me. But
all right, Aiden.
We were hiking in Michigan, the northern peninsula. And we were on like a trail, and it was this is COVID time, so everyone's like, you let people pass on the trail, so you don't keep in close contact with them.
Mm-hmm.
And we passed by these two like parents and little kid, and the little kid's like, my name's Aiden, I'm 4, and I was just like, 4, that's crazy. And Aiden's like, I know, and I was just like, the whole trip we're like, dude, Aiden knows it's crazy to be 4. What a crazy time, dude.
He knows his life is all downhill after 4.
I just love his reaction. His excited, I know. And it's like, yeah, dude, you should know. 4 is crazy.
I don't know why, but that enthusiasm for some reason just gave me the same vibe. Josh and I were having a coffee outside of our local coffee shop once, and we're just sitting and talking casually. And this like dude, probably in his like 40s or 50s, whatever,
No, he was younger than that.
Younger?
He wasn't that old.
I don't know how.
He was probably like 30s. He was in his 30s.
Easily. I don't have my glasses on. I don't know. So he runs by, and like the dude passes right next to us, and in this just like quiet but gleeful, like excited voice is like, "Yay, I ran a mile."
Nice.
And just like we were proud of him, but just like at that moment, the way that he said it was just too
weird,
special.
Yeah. We're running out of time. Asha, ideal loss aside. Oh yeah, you already said it. Okay. Hey, this next question is from Kiwan. Kiwan says, "Can you please let me out of your basement? I'm starving."
No.
Next question.
All right. Okay. Here, Sharif.
This
next
one's
question here.
Also,
who wears the pants in the relationship?
Me.
That's kind of tough because we're kind of the same person.
So we're sharing the pants. Like I get who gets what leg? Who gets what leg?
I think we've fought over the pants, and we're just sitting here pantsless, tearing this pants to shreds.
We're pulling it back and forth.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
Yeah,
Hear me out. Okay. Josh, you get the left leg. Sharif, you get the right. I'm the ass.
Wait. Wait, no, but here's the thing. He's left-handed. I'm right-handed. Why are you
Yeah,
doing this
what are you
to us?
doing?
What's going on,
Opposites
Asha?
attract.
Get out of here, Asha. Get out of here.
Wait, no, that's
call.
why she's the ass.
Oh, no. I think we have a very parallel friendship. Like
Yeah.
it's very even grounded.
I think that's why we get along so well, is because we're literally the exact same person.
Yeah, it's like talking to a mirror,
Like,
and we're the
how
exact
many
type of.
How many times have we, like, one of us started saying a sentence or a joke and the other one finishes it even though you didn't know what it was going to go?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think we've ever not run along with a joke. We're just like, this is what we're doing at this point.
Oh yeah,
But it's like,
I
would say it's like talking to a mirror, but we're the type of crazy that's okay with talking to a mirror. So it's like, fine.
So when we're talking, it's like talking to a mirror, but from our point of view, we're just talking to a brick wall.
Pretty much.
There's nothing. That's what our sanity's like.
I was going to say, from a third person's perspective, it's definitely like yelling at one. It's like the Great Wall, just screaming at nothing but bricks and cement that will not, that will just talk over you respectfully.
I would say you're third person. Who do you think in that question?
Don't put me through this,
Don't
because both of you.
No, you have to.
Asha,
Listen,
just know there's no wrong answer, but feelings will be hurt.
Answer.
Feelings will be hurt, and you will have one less friend after this. I'm just saying
that's
now.
fine.
No matter the answer, it's gonna be me.
But either way, you'll be better off because you'll have one less friend.
I mean, honestly, I'm not even trying to like suck my own ass here. I feel like I know too many people. I'll just be walking down the street and people be like, "Hey, Asha," and I'm like, "Who are you?"
True, that's true.
What do you mean? So I mean, like one.
You
less
haven't
person?
answered the question though.
She's avoiding it.
Josh? Oh.
No, I said goodbye, Josh.
Oh.
Yeah. What about it? I said I was leaving no matter what the question, the answer was.
So by default, Sharif gets the pants.
No, I said even if I got the pants, I was leaving.
Yeah, I just wanted to add insult to injury to myself.
Let me put these pants on real quick.
Sharif, you seem to have forgotten my iron grip.
Oh no!
I'm not letting go of these pants.
Iron bun training.
All right.
I
think that's one thing that you always seem to forget whenever we're in person.
Yeah.
And we try to do shit. And
Even
then
when
I
you were,
literally
like,
grab onto you and you can't get me off.
Even when you were like skinny little runt that would like hop on my back and just death grip, like I could body slam you and you would die and your muscles would still be tensioned around me. Like, it's unreal for some reason. All right, hey, next question, which is anonymous, but probably also from Kiwon. Why are you gay? Gay spelled gay, G-A-E. Gay spelled gay-E-E.
Gay spelled with a capital gay.
We're not. Shut up.
Well, hello, whoa, wait a minute.
These questions are for Sharif and I. Please.
Yeah, when I say we,
You're just
I'm
here.
answering
You're just
to
here.
me. Yeah.
Listen, I'm sick of straight men.
All right, next question. This one's for Asha, I believe, actually. I don't know how they knew she was going to be on here 11 days ago, but why is your head so big?
That one's definitely for you, Josh. I don't care who you try diverting to. Big head, that's you.
Listen,
long torso or big head jokes, that's you.
Sharif, we literally measured our foreheads. I think I have a smaller forehead than you.
Yeah, you do, but it comes off bigger.
I will admit.
I'm literally looking at ours right now. You have a bigger forehead than me.
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking proud of my big ass forehead, but you got a
Ash's
big
is
head.
the biggest. Ash's is the biggest.
Listen, the reason I gave myself bangs over quarantine not only was because of the TikTok filter that switched the face like feature to make it look like how people actually see you, and I got like self-conscious because I kind of looked like a stroke victim, but also to hide this billboard of a forehead. You could advertise anything you want here, so.
I like my big forehead. I think it fits my weird face. Like, I just got weird facial features. Josh, your head just big and everyone knows it. Like, you got big head energy.
Dude,
I bet you...
But I look good.
Josh got that Minecraft...
You remember what I looked like not even 2 years ago even.
Yeah. It's funny. You kept the same head, but different body. It's like...
No, dude.
It's like
my face filled out more, though, in the last 2 years after I started working out and eating more. Like, because even got to the point, we video called my grandpa in the Philippines. The first thing he says, Josh, your face got fat.
It's like the Captain America before and after.
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
pretty much.
Josh, you got that Minecraft Steve head. Respectfully.
Dang, we're like 50 minutes in and things are getting hurtful.
All right, next question. Next question.
Next question.
All
Do you
right.
know Josh is stinky?
I mean, I could have told you that.
That's a real question.
The answer today is yes, because I worked out, I worked out, then I showered, but then I went to work for 10 hours, and then I haven't showered yet still, so.
Dang.
Nothing wrong with all those stank. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's
How
that
did this
pheromones.
person know weeks in advance that you'd be stinky? That's crazy.
Well, I already know who sent this in.
Oh, do you?
Ian says I'm stinky every day.
Oh,
I
dang.
just like to point out, Ian, you're my friend, I love you, but who spells Ian with an E?
Whoa!
Yo, death penalty right there.
I don't know who this kid is, but I'm sorry. If I ever meet you in person, it's on site.
Yeah, it's on. We fighting. We scrapping.
I'm getting into my first fight with Ian with an E.
I'll fold you. I got fold confidence, dude. You
How
don't
many
wanna
times
mess
have
with
you
me.
said this episode you're gonna fold someone?
Listen. I'll
What are you-
fold everyone.
Are you fucking
You can all-
Abercrombie and Fitch manager? Like,
They call me the laundry machine.
Are you like the nemesis to the trash man?
The trash man.
no, he's actually the sidekick of Bert Kreischer's I Am the Machine. It's just, yeah, and I'm the fucking washer.
I'm the fucking washer, dude. I'll fold you.
So I just have that scene from It's Always Sunny with Danny DeVito stuck in my head now.
The
I'm the
trash
trash man.
With all my tricks.
I'm bleeding.
I throw it everywhere, and then I start eating it.
God bless Danny DeVito. I don't know what we would do without him.
Absolutely.
All I'm saying is I know we talked about like peak human evolution before for people that, can actually go and use McDonald's bathrooms, but we failed to recognize that Danny DeVito is already the perfect human being.
Yeah.
You're
I
not
mean, yeah,
wrong.
of course. He's like, I mean, I don't know how. I think big people were a mistake. Like, I think like the thing. This. All right, hold on.
Where are you
Let's
going
not
with
take
that?
another out of
Where are you
context.
going with that,
Oh, no.
Sharif?
Oh no.
I, as a
I think-
plus-size genderless gremlin, would like to
Hey,
know.
Sharif, what's your take on Tall Girl?
Let's not get. Tall Girls is a perfect example. I think big people are the wrong side of like people moving forward because we require more energy and we're
And
at
you
the
take up
point-
more space.
We take up more space, we require more resources, and it's at the point where we no longer need like human strength for modern technology.
I was saying, how many short people could you fit into the same apartment that you fit in like one or two really big people?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Dude,
Like I'm saying, how many short people would be the equivalent to someone like Hafthor Bjornsson
This sounds
My
like the
head-
or
worst.
Brian Shaw?
This-
6'7", I think, 400 pounds.
This sounds like the worst Algebra 2 exam question that I've ever read.
yeah, dude, my head.
Not that you would
touches
do it,
my
Asha.
headboard.
Didn't I do your algebra homework for you?
Listen, it was my second year of college. We're not going to talk about it.
Dang. Dude, my head touches my headboard and my feet hang over the edge of my bed. That's not right. That shouldn't be a thing. Like, if everyone was like Mona or Serena sized, I think humanity would progress a lot further.
Oh,
As much as
absolutely.
I hate
dude.
saying that, but yeah,
Yeah.
they're
For
definitely
reference,
the way.
Mona is 4'11".
For reference, Mona once wore my shoes while wearing her shoes. She was wearing her shoes. I took my shoes off, and she put her feet, shoes and all, into my shoes.
And
just
there was
started
still
walking
room.
around.
There was
There
still
was
room.
still room. She's as tiny as it gets.
She's the
And
ultimate
she's the
supporter.
middle ground between me and Josh, but that's a different story. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, she's we're
Hey,
between
Shree,
us-
what's the joke? What's the joke?
between me, you, and Mona. There's one white person, one Filipino person, and one Arab.
An Arab, a
Jo-
Filipino, and a white person walk into a bubble tea shop.
Pretty much, because you're half white and half Filipino. I'm half white and half Arab. She's half Filipino and half Arab.
Yep.
It's the trio, dude. It's the worst thing ever.
Sorry,
but it
guys.
works.
I'm 2% milk. I'm trying my best.
Dang. Dude,
I'm
you got-
lactose intolerant. We can't be friends.
Oh shit.
Ash- Asha,
Literally.
you looking a little translucent over there.
We got Casper the Friendly Ghost on this podcast. All
let's,
right.
let's answer another Serena question. If you are, if
Here,
you
how
had to
about this?
kill-
Wait,
oh,
wait.
go on.
What is the best smelling forbidden food? Wait, why does she call food? Because she then
it's-
lists gasoline, Sharpies, laundry detergent, and spray paint.
You know what? I feel it. I don't know
Gasoline.
why.
Gasoline,
Gasoline.
100%.
Gasoline.
100%.
God,
Yeah,
if I
like
could
the
just,
others.
Do you guys, when you smell it, you get like oddly nostalgic for some reason?
Yeah,
but
I
you
was
don't know
literally
why.
just
You don't
about
know
to
why,
say
but
that.
you do.
my theory is the morning when you're ready to go to school and like it's your formative years, you're innocent, you're fucking innocent, you're going to school, you're riding the bus, you're gonna go color in pictures of Spider-Man and play with Lego blocks for like 6 hours of the day for whatever reason, because apparently that's like imperative to your development. Just gasoline. It smells so freaking good. It reminds me of like dewy cold mornings of when you would go on a field trip.
Yeah,
It reminds
exactly.
me,
I think it's probably because like I don't know about you guys, but I took the school bus, every day in like middle school and stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
smelling like diesel just being burned
They got
up.
like a line running directly from the exhaust into the bus. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It comes out of the vents.
If I could safely lock myself in a garage with my car running just for the aromatherapy,
Asha, you alright?
we'll talk about that later.
We
But if
can
I
get you a
could,
phone number.
just for the aromatherapy, I would.
God. Do you think they could make like gasoline scented candles?
Oh, they probably do.
Wait, sure, that's an idea
Yeah.
we had. Gasoline scented
What?
candles, except you know how we actually get to smell like gasoline?
Oh, yeah.
You
Oh,
put
no, that's
gasoline
not-
in the candle. Yeah.
That's not the idea. God, that's wow. That's not the.
It's
the
a
idea we
one-time
had.
use.
Breaking.
Yeah,
Outdoor use only.
We were gonna make a candle shop that's like, since you can't identify, like one would just be wet pavement, the
Yeah.
other would be snow.
See, my favorite idea that we had for that was the smell of geriatrics. It just smells like a nursing home.
Oh God!
Like it's
That's
such a
distinct
distinct smell.
Yeah, I think it's the smell of over-boiled hard foods.
Ooh.
Like over
Oh.
boiled vegetables, I think is a smell. Like it's a very spinachy and like boiled broccoli.
it's like
just
a very
it's-
asparagus, like asparagus
Yeah.
piss. Yeah.
yeah.
That's-
It,
Try between like
volun-
that, like porridge and prunes, and
Yeah.
I don't know what else do like old people.
I think
Yeah.
the darkest time in my life may have been the 2 years I volunteered at a nursing home as a middle schooler.
oh my god.
Because though you're literally just witnessing people at their end. Like no matter what choices they made in life,
Yeah,
this is where they're gonna be until
Oh.
they die.
dude,
You got this,
kind of the same thing. I used to volunteer at the VA hospital in Detroit.
Yeah, but people like those people, some of them are getting out. The nursing home, everyone in there, 100% mortality rate.
Yeah,
You're
No,
in
no,
there,
sure.
you're gonna
So,
die in there.
The VA hospital. What I did when I was volunteering there was I worked with
I
like
love
the
how
older
Asha's
people that
laughing
were
at this.
staying there.
Dang.
Sorry, I'm
So like
not trying
I'd
to
wheel
laugh.
them down to like church every Sunday and like go to them like mass with them.
Yeah.
I'd eat breakfast with them, have lunch, hang
Yeah.
out with them because like no one else would come in and see them.
I kind of would know what Asha's freaking out about.
Okay, Asha, go.
No, I can't stop laughing. Like, I'm only laughing because I'm uncomfortable. Because
Oh.
no, because the last time I saw like an old person or had like real old people interaction, it's
Where's this going?
I
no,
wouldn't know.
it's when we found my grandmother dead.
Oh my god! Asha! Why are we laughing at this? Asha! Where is this going?
Why is this so funny?
That's the last thing I would have expected.
You guys are talking about like the VA and like old people at their end, and I'm like, yeah, my grandmother, she kind of looked like a Smurf when we found her, but it's fine.
No!
Grandma Carol, if you're watching over me, I'm so sorry. Please do not smite me.
Oh.
I hope she had a sense of humor.
She did it till the dementia. Just
Oh
take it
my
away.
god.
No.
This
Oh,
got so
no.
dark. This got so dark.
Oh
Oh
god.
my god. I did not
Oh.
expect any of that.
We found my grandma dead.
Wait, that's okay. This is like a question, but like not one that's gonna be answered. Because I've had this like
Yeah.
conversation with people before. Why do we laugh when we find things funny? And like, why do we find things funny?
I don't know, because I find everything funny in some sense, and I can laugh at anything.
Yeah, because there's like
so
there's like
it's
no
such-
consistency to like things that we laugh at. Because like what we
Yeah.
consider like humor is so like subjective.
Well, I know for guys, it's because that's our default. It's because
And
like,
it's like
we're-
even when something's not funny, if you're uncomfortable, like
No.
Asha just was like, you're gonna laugh. It's like, what's the point of it? Because it's not something that you can control. Like, you just do it.
Honestly,
I don't know. Maybe
Like, is that something that's like hardwired into our brains from birth?
sometimes you
gotta
see a
be.
good comedy skit. Sometimes you see a picture of a cylinder on the internet that just says Long Boy, and then sometimes you think about your dead grandmother and you just fucking bust out laughing for no reason.
I just think I have an issue taking things seriously. Like I don't know. I laugh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't
I just
know.
have an issue. It's fine.
Yeah, but
More than one, Asha. I can,
no.
I think
I
all
can
the,
attest to that.
It's crazy because the people in nursing homes, some of them had been in there so long they like forgot what currency like meant, and I think they didn't have a sense of the inflation on of like how long it's like some of those people were in there like 30 years.
Oh, so it's like that thing in like, sitcoms where they're taking care of their grandparents. Like, here's a nickel, go buy yourself dinner.
No, they played bingo and they used quarters as like their like they had a jackpot that was like 5 quarters or something. And they'd be like super excited when they win. And this one old lady she was extraordinary at bingo, folded all the other people in half at
Fold
bingo.
them
Her
again?
What is it
bingo
with you and
game
folding people?
Her bingo game was on point. It was strong. She always won. I think everyone secretly hated her. But every time I was there, she'd like slide me 2 quarters and she'd be like, save up for college. And I'd be like, I'm like, thanks.
It's like 50 cents. So what's that going to get you? Like 2 seconds of a lecture?
Yeah. So, but it was a thing of like,
50
she
cents
probably
gets you 2
remembered the
seconds of a
day.
lecture? Prices have
Well, she
gone
probably
down.
remembered. I think she was probably put in the nursing home back when like college was like $300 for a college course or like a semester or something.
Yeah, probably back in like, 60s.
Yeah.
How
So
old has this lady been in the fucking nursing home? I'm sorry?
a lot of those people get put in there by their family when they're just too much to deal with in any capacity. Like
Yeah.
there's this one lady who we had to go door to door asking people if they wanted to play bingo, and there was this one lady who never wanted to play bingo, and I asked the nurses about her. They said her TV is never shut off. Her family dumped her in there when she was in her mid 40s because she was critically obese and couldn't take care of herself, and they couldn't afford a nurse, so they dumped her off in this nursing home, and she was in there for like 28 years or something. And she was obese, and they didn't think that she would get better, and they thought she was just gonna like die of a heart condition or something. And she just lived into old age, and she lived there for like 28 years.
Prove them
And
wrong.
Yeah, and this is the type she did, this is the type of stuff I had to like witness as a middle schooler. So yeah, that nursing home definitely one of the darker times in my life.
Damn, that
Just like
oof.
I was just witnessing these people and knowing that they had no more ambitions in life, and like I don't know, dark, dude, real dark.
It sounds like it's next question time.
Next question.
Yeah,
what's the fastest animal in the world?
What's the fastest animal?
Yeah.
Dude, I love this
question.
fact. So you know the pistol shrimp, right?
No.
So it's a tiny little shrimp, obviously. But the way it kills its prey is it launches its little like claw hands or whatever the fuck they're called forward at such high speeds that it vaporizes the water around it and kills its prey.
Oh my god. Dude, this fucking shrimp has the big iron on his hip. That's crazy.
Also, I can't remember exactly. I think it might be all shrimp, but maybe not. And specifically just this one, but I can't remember how many rods it has in its eyes, but it can see colors that we don't even comprehend.
Damn, Shark Boy got that thing on
brown.
him.
Yeah, like red and brown. Yep, there you go.
And green. Colors we all can't comprehend as a society.
All of us. Definitely all of us, and not just you.
All of us. Yep, everyone.
Damn, Sharif, it sucks to not be a shrimp.
Yeah, but that shrimp's literally like got superpowers.
I'll fold the shrimp right now.
See,
no, it'll fold you.
Oh no! It'll fold like a part of me, like a section, a 1 square inch of skin.
I was gonna say SpongeBob from that one episode where you want to see me run to that rock. You want to see me do it again?
Oh man, we're at time. Another question from Serena, because why not? What is something that you love about yourself and wish other people would notice more? What you guys got?
I actually answered this question recently because I bought a card game called We're Not Really Strangers. It's one of those bitches who thrives off of vulnerability. I say is I sometimes struggle to open up about my own emotions. Hee.
Same virtual high five.
Oh.
But the answer that I had given, and I think this is an answer I still stand by, is that excuse me. I definitely come off as like a funny person, sometimes a little bit ditzy just for the lulls of it, just kind of like the haha, Ash has got the jokes, whatever. But it's really nice when people do recognize me for my intelligence. Like, I'm not trying to suck my own ass, but people really do see
Nah,
me.
that's what the segment's for.
Okay, then I'm here to suck my own ass, straw, and everything.
Suck it.
I feel like I'm a fairly intelligent person that people don't really get to see that side of often because they don't really see me in a sense of academia or in a situation where it kind of calls for that high level thinking. I'm more so, people see me as a more emotionally intelligent or somebody who is knowledgeable about like the arts and stuff of that nature, but they really don't see me in kind of scholastic or academic setting. Not that that even outweighs any other types of intelligences, but when people are like, hey, like, you're smart, or like, oh, wow, you're smart, I'm like, I try.
Oh, that's nice.
I try.
That's nice. I like that.
Well, now I feel like we have to say something like real and
no, I got it,
stupid.
dude. I like that I am naturally memorable.
Oh yeah.
How you memorable?
Memorable.
I don't know.
Memorable.
I don't know how to say it. It's like a thing of like I hate. That's something that I love about myself, but also hate is that everyone remembers me, but I suck at remembering people. So people are like, I remember what you did. I'm like, I don't even know who you are.
You took everything from me.
And pretty much, people run into me on the street like that all the time. I'm like, I don't even know who you are.
Dude, I think so.
I don't know.
For me though, like one thing I want people to notice a little bit more, but at the same time, it's like something I don't want to like. I'm starting to like get more comfortable like putting myself out there for is like showing off at least a little bit. You know, like all the progress I've made from working out for the last 2 years. Because like for those of you who don't know me, I used to be 6'2" and weigh about 140 pounds.
Yeah.
Now I'm about 180, 185.
And still 6'2", unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I love that 40 pounds is a crazy change for you. Like it looks like a crazy change on you.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot for you. Me, you wouldn't even notice if I dropped 40 pounds.
No.
I'd just be.
Sharif, you've gotten bigger since I met you, and you look like you slimmed down.
Yeah. Remember that time we ran into Imond outside of school?
And he's like, did you lose weight?
No, he's like, you had been working you were noticeably bigger. Mm-hmm. And this was at a point where I hadn't been to the gym in like a year. He's like, dang, Sharif, when did your arms get that big? I was like, Josh is right next to me, you know? like, I don't know.
Got a couple of beefcakes over here.
Dude, but that whole thing, that like plays in like Serena's other question. She's like, what's the biggest compliment you've ever gotten? Was when I was at the gym when I was still working out at Lifetime.
I think that was anonymous.
And no, I think that was Serena, wasn't it?
No,
it was anonymous. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what was the best compliment you ever got? And I was in the locker room. I was changing. I was putting my shirt on. And this guy, I can't remember his name. He had his name tag on. He worked at Best Buy because he had his Best Buy shirt on.
Yeah.
And he walked up to me. He was like a bigger dude. Not like big, but, you know, a little heftier. Yeah. And he's like, dude, I just wanted to say, like congrats. Like, you're doing, like, some great work out there. I've been, like, seeing you for the last few weeks, but, like, you're starting to intimidate me. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like how much you come here, all the progress you've made. I'm like, I didn't like I felt bad, but I'm like, damn, dude, thanks. That really that helped. That was like a big ego boost.
That's pretty cool.
He said, hey, I sell the computers and I get intimidated by the weights.
I think mine is when I grew out my hair and someone called me Dollar Store Jason Momoa. I was like, I'll take it, dude. I'll take it.
You know, for those who had the unfortunate pleasure of knowing me any year before 2018, everyone knows that I had
big eyebrows.
Shut the fuck up! You knew exactly what the fuck I was going for. You know, I was about to say yes, Sharpie ass fucking somebody took.
No, that's not a Sharpie. That was a whole paint roller, Asha.
I was gonna say it looks like somebody took two black Post-it notes and just like right above my eyes.
We got Bogdan out here.
It literally it was it was the worst. It was the worst idea. But finally, after a really shitty breakup, after taking some time for myself, after just learning what it is to be a normal looking human being, I slammed down my eyebrows, and one of the first times that I actually like went for the thinner brow, which like my brows like are still like 2% thick, but they are nowhere near as husky as they were.
They're not thick like mine and Sharif's.
Yes, no, I've definitely, I've been struggling with dieting, but these eyebrows, these bad boys have gone.
My
boom.
eyebrows are just my mustache split in half.
But yeah, yes. So essentially, when somebody complimented my eyebrows for the first time, when I went to change from like paint roller brow to like just normal TikTok eyebrow, it felt good. It felt like I was like integrated into society finally.
That's nice. I like that. Asha has all these good answers. Me and Josh are just like purple.
I feel like there's gonna be a question where I'm just gonna fuck up the answer. Like it's just gonna happen.
Okay. I think we have time for one more. Let's end it on a stupid question.
Hold on. We got like 5 or 6. Let's not pick one, Serena. All hers are good, but we have other ones to get to.
We've got.
Well, we can answer this one real quick. Did you know Goofy's actually a cow and not a dog? No, that's very upsetting. That's very. I'm gonna forget this fact.
Yeah, I learned that. I learned that a few years ago, and I was like, "What?" And then I forgot, like 2 seconds.
I'm gonna forget that immediately out of choice.
I hate that.
Well, here's the one. Favorite game of all time.
My feelings.
Oh shit! Damn, everyone loves playing that. It's got to be Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. That's such a nostalgic game to me. I played it the other day. Not the best Legend of Zelda game, but it was the first video game I ever played, and it's so nostalgic to me.
See, you went for video game. I went for like card game. Like if we're talking video games, I'm gonna have to go with Spelunky too. But if we're talking card games, ERS, Egyptian Rat Screw. You know we would leave theater rehearsal with bloody fucking hands after smacking the shit out of each other trying to get these cards.
Okay, guys, I'm about to bring back some memories if you ever played this game, but Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure.
No, you're on your own, dude.
Sorry.
Sorry, I was talking about this with Sarah. She was talking about this old skateboard game she used to play on like PlayStation 2. I was like, I used to play this really fun one on GameCube all the time when I was a kid. It was just all Disney characters and shit, and we looked it up. I forgot this game ever existed, but I remember my sister and we'd go to like Blockbuster every, like few weeks, and we just rent this game again and again and again and just keep playing it. Dang. Like, I'm pretty sure there was a story mode to it, but we literally just like did the free play shit where you just like skate around like Andy's room from Toy Story is like Woody and Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, that sounds fun as hell.
For me, it was Gex for PlayStation 1. That's a game no one ever remembers because I believe it was made in like 1999 and it was ported to a PlayStation 1. But it was Gex, Gex, and it was just a basic 2D scroller, but the main character was a lizard, and I like that.
Oh, no, best game?
It was a gecko! He was a gecko! It's Gex!
Best game, Sharif.
Yeah.
The Google Chrome, you have no internet connection.
I suck at that, so I cannot.
Wait, hear me out. Wii Sports.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, man.
Like, I haven't...
hit us with a classic.
I haven't really gotten into...
Wii Sports bowling specifically?
Yes. Oh, agreed. Big agree. I was never really much of a gamer as a kid. Like, it wasn't until recently that, like, my friend Chris got me into gaming more often. So I've been playing, like, different things like Minecraft or Spelunky, or, like, they had me play this, like, weird game called Sanguine Sanctum, something like that. But, like... if I were to choose any of the games that I have ever played before, like newer ones, Spelunky 2 is very, very fun. It's created by a guy named Derek Yu, and it's just a God, I don't know.
Don't give him a shout out. We're not sponsored by it.
Shit, you're right. Never mind. Redact that. But redacted. No, Wii Sports is definitely something from my childhood that I genuinely am like, yes, like do 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 do.
I enjoyed the day I found out you didn't have to do exaggerated motions and you could just cheat the game by making small angular ones.
Yes.
Yep.
That was when I beat everyone in boxing.
Did you guys ever get to play this one? Wii Sports Resort.
I dreamed of it.
No.
I remember the day I got that for my birthday, and I was so happy.
I saw it on the shelf, and I was like, one day I'll be a rich enough man.
Ugh. Dude, that was one of my favorite games I ever played.
Dude, this podcast is running so over. So we're going to get to our last question. How do I tell? This one's a deep one. How do I tell my best friend that I'm in love with them?
Simply call them and scream, "You love them," and hang up.
That's a good one. I don't know.
Are we gonna turn into one of those podcasts or like media sources where we just give relationship advice?
No,
because that's a great idea. You should definitely not trust us, but let's do
you
it.
definitely shouldn't. It was weird. I don't know. I don't think I think I'm so underqualified to answer this question because I've definitely liked people, but I don't think I've ever loved anyone.
No.
It's like a thing. There's never been a time in my life where I'm like, yeah, this is a person. There's been times where I'm like
yeah, this is a person. What?
Constantly dissociating.
That's my qualifications. If I love you, I acknowledge you as a human being, which I've done to no one so far.
Sharif said, "I don't perceive anyone. Where am I?"
No,
hey,
but,
he's colorblind. Come on, give him a break.
Sorry, my bad.
It's definitely been a thing of I've liked people in the past, but then after like a month, I'm like, oh, that was stupid. All right, next one. Was that harsh?
No, I mean, no, that's not hard. I mean, that's how crushes work. Like, you like someone, then like a week later, you're like, no, I'm over.
Yeah, and then like that's as far as it's ever gotten. But
yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
So I'm so underqualified for this question. What you guys got?
Like I said, if you like them, give them a ring, say, I love you, and then hang up, and then block their phone number and throw your phone in the garbage.
And then they're going to be like, this is a fax machine. How'd you get this number? How are you calling me?
It's like, what is this, the 80s?
Yeah. What you got? What you got?
That's a hard one. That's definitely a hard one. No.
I feel like you have the most knowledge of all of us.
But not on this. No, so usually I'm like a very, very vulnerable person. So like I feel like if there's like an open method of vulnerability between like you and this person that you know, like if it's generally a two-way street, like for myself, I'm very comfortable being vulnerable and open and straightforward. Like I know Josh, you and I have had some like really intensive conversations just in the last
never, not once.
Josh has never felt emotions before. Their last no.
Yep.
Now that's a real man. He denies it publicly.
Sharif, you and I definitely have never totally ever had deep emotional conversations either. Never.
Have we legitimately?
What'd you say?
I don't think we have.
No, we have.
We have real conversations. Like where things get real, but I don't think I ever like really get personal with anyone.
Okay.
People
like
get personal to you.
We have conversations
with them.
Yeah, we have conversations where we discuss real topics. I don't think there's been a time where I've sat down with people and be like, here's what's really going on. Because that's just not me.
That's understandable. But in the sense of telling your best friend this, I feel like if this is somebody that you care about, if this is somebody that you know cares about you, it could be fulfilling to be open and to be honest. Again, that's way easier said than done. I know, like, for a lot of people, it's just a very anxiety-inducing thing because of the idea of rejection. What if you like ruin the friendship, etc. Those are hard things. Those are very hard things. So, I definitely think, especially if you guys are best friends, to me, I feel like even if both parties are playing it casual, there's sometimes you just know. Like if you know, you know. Do you know what I mean? Like if there's like a sense
Sharif,
of, like...
when are you gonna tell me you love me? That's what she's getting at.
We'll save that for off air.
Off the air. No, like there's like a sense of like just kind of this underlying like vibe or air of like But no, I feel like if you know, you know, and I feel like if this is your best friend and this is somebody that you can trust, go for it. It's easier said than done, but I think regardless, it would be worthwhile for no matter what the outcome. So again, as somebody who is not great at being vulnerable to certain degrees, I could say whatever I want, but I might not be able to take that advice. So it just really depends. Do you have the balls that day?
Says the person who's called me like 100 times in the last month. At like 2 a.m. for what kind of conversations, Asha?
We're not going to talk about that on the air because then I'm going to out myself.
Everyone's vulnerable when you're around the Fold Master.
TLDR.
You know, I think no TLDR, Asha.
No TLDR it.
They already listened to the whole thing.
No.
What?
I veto it. I veto it. TLDR.
Okay, fine.
TLDR, like leave in whatever you want to. TLDR, if it's somebody that you truly care about, if the vibes feel right, and if you know that person is going to be there for you regardless, because I think that's what a healthy relationship is being able to still set up those boundaries and still have that connection no matter what, go for it. But you didn't hear it from me.
All right, Sharif, say it. Say it.
Say what?
Say it.
Hey, say what?
Say it back.
Say it back.
I'll fold you. I'll fold you. I'll fold you right now. I'll fold you right now. You'll get. All right. You'll get folded.
I think we're really going long on this one. We need to.
We're really going long.
Sharif, I need you to cut this out, but I swear to God.
And we're back for the end. I like how.
Welcome back and goodbye.
Welcome back. We'll see you later. This has been a Mutually Assured Destruction podcast. I'm Sharif. With me is.
I'm Josh.
And we also featuring Asha. Thank you for joining.
Pause. Sharif, I love you, but out of the years that you've known me, you still never say my name.
Listen, it's too late. We're outroing. Hey, goodbye. This is the outro.
We're not gonna cue the music.
Cue it. We're not gonna get to this topic. The outro